Daredevil, they scrapped all the work they'd done on it. They're going back to square one. And Vincent D'Onofrio, Kingpin himself, got into some online conversations and decided to give his kind of perspective on it. And it's more positive than you might think. So basically, here's the gist of it. So there was an old tweet. I don't know what we call them anymore. Do you call them X's? That sounds like somebody you broke up with.
Excretions.
Excretions. That's a very good word for it. So a long time ago, Vincent D'Onofrio put out this excretion when he said, "So very excited about Daredevil Born Again. Such an incredible cast and crew. Just finished a big scene yesterday, and it was so intense and wonderful working with two of the other cast members. Wow, we all have a lot to look forward to, we meaning you." Well, then, of course, as people on X tend to do, somebody got up and wrote, "Well, this now aged poorly," because, of course, they scrapped it. Now, to that, Vincent D'Onofrio responded, and lucky for us, we have Vincent D'Onofrio in studio here who will read this off himself. Take it away, Vincent.
"Unless you really know what's going on, there's a chance you could be wrong about this statement. We're going to bring forward the best series we can. One can be proud of. Vanessa's proud of. Have some trust, my friends. Trust."
Unfortunately, Vincent refuses to be on camera, but
he's
trust.
shy.
Oh my God! Oh, see you, Vince.
Yes. Thanks for coming, Vince.
Stand strike. He can't be on there.
That's right. That's right. He's on strike. That prevents him from being on camera with us right now.
Yeah, it's a big dude.
A big guy. So, like, Vincent D'Onofrio is clearly taking a very much more glass half full kind of approach, right? It's like, look, we're doing everything we can to give the best thing possible. Now, he followed that up again and says, every cool project, Vince is now gone, I'll have to read it myself.
Yeah.
Every cool project I've been involved with has evolved constantly during pre-production, production, and post. It's just reported on these days as if it's big news. Listen, I appreciate what Vincent's saying, but I'm sorry, Vince. I don't think you've ever worked on something that got halfway through production and then they scrapped all of it. Evolution, change of direction, not scrap the entire thing that you got halfway through. Anyway, it's not. It's simple. A bunch of creatives doing their best to get it right. It's a constant in this business. And then what he says in the show more is basically, I would be worried if they weren't approaching it this way. So Vincent D'Onofrio, Kingpin himself, is kind of taking the positive approach. He's saying, look, we want to deliver the best possible product. And in many products that I've worked on, you've had to change directions and all this kind of stuff. So he's basically pulling out the don't worry. Or if he was Aaron Rodgers, he would be saying, calm down. Everybody calm down. And that's basically what he's telling people right now is calm down. Now, I think he's overplaying the calm down. I think he is underplaying just how big of a deal this whole thing is. But the one thing that I think it's important that he seems to be communicating is everybody's committed to delivering the best Daredevil we can. Right? He's committed. The people he's working with are committed. His message here is we're all 100% moving in the direction of wanting to give you guys, the audience, that's us, the absolute best project we can. And in as much, and I said this yesterday, in as much as you can't downplay how big of a deal this is that they had to scrap an entire, like, half of production already done. But at the end of the day, I would rather have a Daredevil come out in a year and a half that is really good and we thoroughly enjoy than have one come out 8 months from now that is just another disappointing Marvel Disney Plus show. And listen, maybe the rework won't be great. Maybe it'll still be bad. I don't know. We don't know. But I would rather Kevin Feige, instead of going, well, this is garbage, but we've already spent $60 million on it and we're already halfway through. So let's just finish it up and get it out the door. I would rather have Kevin Feige have the balls. And now that Bob Iger is back and given him back his authority, I would rather have Kevin Feige have the ability to go, this is not good enough for the Marvel name. Let's pull the plug on this. Let's go back to square one and let's start this over again. Again, it's still a disaster. It is, but I'd rather Kevin Feige do what he's doing right here. Guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of this video, Vessi. Now, you guys know I'm not exactly the most fashion conscious guy in the world, but I love a great pair of shoes that are comfortable and I can wear almost anywhere. And growing up in Canadian winters when my feet got wet a lot, waterproof would be nice too. Enter Vessi. They make the claim that they're not just fashionable and super comfortable, they're also waterproof. Now, you guys remember, when I got my first pair of Vessis, I put them to the ultimate waterproof test. I actually stuck my foot in my pool, my feet stayed dry, and the shoes stayed dry. Incredible. And they're the most comfortable pair of shoes I ever owned. Well, that made me want another pair. So I got another pair of Vessis that look great and just equal that world-class comfort that I got from that first pair of shoes. They are absolutely my favorite shoes that I've ever owned. Imagine your favorite sneaker style supercharged with waterproof technology and unmatched comfort. No matter how you like to stay active, Vessi has the shoes for you. Trail-ready high tops, effortless slip-ons, and classic court shoes, all with a waterproof twist. They are just as comfortable and stylish as your favorite sneakers, but even more versatile. So guys, if you're anything like me and you want the most comfortable pair of shoes that look great, that you can take out hiking, wear to work, go to the gym, or walk through the water and snow, go to vessi.com/Campea and get yourself a pair today. Go to vessi.com/Campea and get 15% off your order using the code Campea. Anyway, Chris, you heard Vincent D'Onofrio's. Is this just him being a good team player? I sense there is. He's still enthusiastic about this. Is he downplaying things? Is he overplaying things? What do you think?
It feels like he's downplaying things, but I think that's for the best. And I think this is ultimately for the best for us as viewers. Because both camps get to win, you guys, right? We had so many people from the jump of a lighthearted Daredevil, a Disney Plus Daredevil. I don't want any part of it. It's going to be garbage. Who are now saying, see, I was right. It's garbage. And we have other people who are now saying, oh my gosh, I can't believe they got rid of my Daredevil. Y'all, we're going to get a Daredevil. They're reworking it.
My Daredevil.
He is going to be born again. Let it happen. Just let it happen. I think this is so smart. If ultimately they are not happy with the product, they need to go back to square one. And now with everything that's come to light too, the lack of showrunners, all these other things, not having the show Bible, go back, make sure you have that strong foundation because you've got killer talent, but even amazing actors and a wonderful CGI or any other thing that you can kind of pull out of your hat. It's not going to make up for a bad story. Story has to come first. Characters have to come, We have to have all of that in place for us to enjoy this. And because this is in such a different situation than our other shows, this is in a way a legacy show. We had that incredible Daredevil show on Netflix that people love. You can say what you will about season 3, but seasons 1 and 2, people really loved. I still liked season 3.
I still love season 3.
So many people on the internet seem to not enjoy it, but it's so comic book accurate. I love it. But there's a lot to live up to here. So they need to get it right. And with their track record, I would much rather have them go back to square one, get it sorted, and move forward with a better product than give me something that's half-assed.
One of the big concerning things, we didn't talk about it yesterday, and I'm not seeing it talked about a lot. One of the biggest concerning things about the way the project was going was in the Variety report, it mentioned that in the new Daredevil that was coming, we don't even see Matt in the suit until episode 4. Like, the show is called Daredevil, right?
Yeah, they really like to hold back on their reveals a long time.
I mean, they were mentioning it was going to become more of a legal procedural, which I'm all for. Yeah. I love really leaning into Matt's work as a lawyer as well. But the show is still called Daredevil, and we're not going to see him as Daredevil until a month after the show starts? Until episode 4? What? Now, come on, that doesn't take a genius to look at and say, that might be problematic. I mean, so yeah, they definitely had to go back to the drawing board and start this one over, and let's see what kind of direction they go in. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.